I'm good.
Aren't relate to anything.
Can we talk about this story that we want to use for the show about New York?
There's another one?
What's
About your guy you dated?
Yeah, I mean, you told about one about her.
Okay.
I feel like it's only
I
fair.
need some tea.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh my God, it's so good.
I was dating this guy in New York.
Was he also foreign?
Yes.
Oh.
He was from
You
London.
guys like the
He
foreign
was
guys.
British. He was
Oh.
British. He wasn't. Yeah, he was British.
Say how do we know him?
Okay, so we were obsessed with this. Like, what kind of commercial was it?
It's a Revlon commercial.
Revlon commercial on TV, and it's this British guy, and he's like, like I can fly if I want to, and he's like so hot. And Sydney and I Googled the guy, and we were like, he's so cute. We found him on Instagram or
He
something.
knows, like, he knew a guy I was seeing at the time.
Yeah, so we ended up like kind of through the internet, like knowing this guy and being friends with him. She dated like one of his friends. I went to London like 5 years later, and we ended up meeting up. I at the time was like, I'm in love. Like thought I fell in love, and he was in love, and it was love.
It was
so
that little posh accent.
yeah, it's the accent. I mean, he's beautiful, but
Yeah.
so then after my trip to London, I was meeting Sydney in New York, and he decided to come to New York, and they had known each other. So we all like became friends, but we were dating, but we were in like this little friend group. And so him, Sydney, and I just sort of like roam like,
New York City.
New York City for a
first
few
time ever.
weeks.
Nice.
And
That's how you do it.
Yeah, he.
Best time of our life. But
Until.
little skeptical things were happening. Like, he's like, I have to make a phone call. We're like, oh, okay.
No, we
like,
can't tell this stuff.
No,
'Cause
we're
it's,
gonna.
It's not fact. We don't know for sure.
Montana, come on.
For dramatic sake.
Okay,
feel
no, we're going to tell us.
bad.
Okay, so
Okay,
he-
I'm
Parts
not
of the
saying
story are
anything. No,
dramatized
we
for
can't. We can't. We can't.
television
Not
use.
not the specific thing that you're thinking. We can't say that. We can't. I don't want that associated with me. Okay, yeah, no.
I'll just say, so he's like,
But you
I
don't
have to make a phone
s-
call.
Be specific.
He
you
was
know?
just sketchy, and
No, he was getting his money not from places where he thought he was getting it. We thought he was getting it from. But he was like, he's like, I have to make a phone call. And he was like, oh, okay, I'm in this new movie. He described this movie to, and he's like, it's with, we shouldn't
like
say the
Brad
actor's name,
Pitt.
whatever.
I forget, but he lied and basically said
He
he
said,
was
like, describe this whole movie. And then,
Some major actor.
It
yeah,
ma- he,
and then,
yeah,
and
he
this
was making
trailer
it
came
seem,
out the next week. And we're like, he's not in it.
It was just lie after lie after lie. He built this whole facade of this life that wasn't accurate. I mean, there were points where he would be like screaming at me in the middle of the street at 3 a.m. in New York City, and then be like, I just love you so much. Like, it was just like, he was crazy.
But he
And
had an English accent, so.
It was
so
hot.
it's hard for me to be like, go away because you're hot. But
He's like, you're a fucking slut.
Literally,
and you're
literally.
like, and you're like, oh,
he was like, I fucking hate you, but like, I love you. And I literally,
I
he
love you
broke my
so
heart.
much.
Yeah, and then I ended up, we broke up, and then I went back to London with a friend of mine, and he showed up at my hotel
Oh,
and
Wow.
told the
like unannounced. Like,
unannounced.
Yeah, wow.
I had posted an Instagram photo. He figured out where the back, like he saw the window and he realized the building in the back, and so he realized the hotel that I was in.
Holy.
Got a call from concierge. They were like, there's a so-and-so down here wanting to talk to you. And I was so terrified. And at the time I had just gotten back together with like an ex-boyfriend, and I didn't want anything to, I was just scared to talk to
Yeah.
him. So I sent my friend down, and I watched through the window, and I watched him like bawling, crying, and her basically
Oh.
being like, I'm really sorry. I know you don't know me, but you need to go. Go.
Hmm.
She doesn't want to talk to you. And then I felt bad, and
No, but we need to tell why.
no, I can't. No.
Can I?
No.
I feel like we're missing a major part
Yeah,
of
I
this
feel
story.
like we are missing.
But
That's
the
a
thing
major-
is, it's
No,
not
because
factual. That's why I don't want to say something.
He was a male prostitute.
We don't know he was a male prostitute.
Girl, he came back. He said, he's like, I'm doing a shoot with Melania Trump, blah, blah, blah.
With
I'll be
Melania
back.
Trump.
Yeah. And he's like, I'll be back. And 6 hours later, come back. You know, when you do photo shoots, like, I should have known this. I'm a model. It takes 30 to 90 days to get a check, you know, from
He
the
would get
company.
like money deposited in
He
his
would-
bank
he would
account
get,
that
like,
day, like
a wad
10
of
grand.
cash.
And he'd be like, I'm paying for everything. And we're like, cool.
We're like,
and we
pay for
didn't at
it.
the time, we were so young. We didn't think, wait, in this industry, you
But
get
then
a
his
check
daddy
through your
was there.
agency. And he was staying with this guy. And it was just like, and then he got kicked out of New York. He's like, I can't ever go back to New York. And we're like, there was something going
How
on.
much money?
I know, but he's making a lot. He's a good looking dude. He's making a lot though. But anyway, so but then we found out through our other friend who is gay. He was like, yeah, him and I have hooked up a lot, and we're like,
Oh.
what?
Yeah, but then
Oh, boy.
I had confronted him about that, and he was like, "No, this person lies. It's not true."
So
So
would it-
we don't know. Like
No, we know.
nothing's factual.
Wouldn't it have made it better if he was just like, yeah, I'm bi?
There's
Yeah,
nothing wrong with it.
there's
but just
nothing
the-
wrong
there's
with that,
nothing-
and
I
I
mean,
totally
Yeah.
would have. But
just he was getting money for it, and
I mean, it would have been nice for me to know while I was dating him.
Yeah, exactly.
But we didn't find any of this out until maybe 5 years later. So
yeah, because
at that point,
it's still cheating, even though it's not the same gender, right? I mean,
but it's just funny though because like he would go run off, come back with money. We're like, what did you just go do?
Yeah, but I was he wasn't my boyfriend.
We were all like,
yeah, he wasn't my boyfriend, so I don't know if it would even be cheating.
We were all like, oh my god, like.
But I was in love. We were like dating. You know, he wasn't.
Yeah,
my
sometimes you don't see
though.
those things before you.
Oh god,
like
I know.
while it's happening.
Yeah,
and you look back and
we were just like young girls trying to have fun in New York with